My journey into tech was originally inspired by my grandmother, a woman who was forced to get married at 13 and who could barely read and write. But she had an insatiable curiosity for learning. One of my earliest memories involves a Commodore 64 computer. At the time, I couldn't read or write. I was about 4 years old. But my father showed me which keys to press to execute a command to play a game. One day, my grandma came to my room and she wanted to play too. I, even without knowing how to write, told her what she needs to do to play that game. In that moment, I realized that there is no distinction between us. I was 4, she was probably 54, but she was as fascinated as me. The memory of that day is vivid in my mind. I didn't know what technology was, but I realized this thing fascinates not only me, but other and also older people the same way I do. That moment sparkled a desire in me to do something similar. I was too young to conceptualize a career in tech, but that experience with my grandmother and the Commodore 64 was my first step for a lifelong journey in the field. Second question is, what has been your greatest achievement to date? During my master's, I accidentally joined a lecture on the brain-computer interface. I was instantly mesmerized with that technology. From that moment, I knew that I want to dedicate myself to explore the intersection of human cognition and artificial intelligence. For that purpose, I even created my own lab to understand the human brain. Over the years, I attended many conferences without any financial support or scholarship. I was trying to learn the cutting-edge technology as much as possible. I talked with many pioneer scientists to understand what they were doing. Later, I designed my own EEG headset, which is capable of identifying incorrect decisions made by the human brain. I took the initiative to enter a patent competition with my own design. Although I didn't win the top prize, but my invention was recognized and included in patent application. So keeping that achievement in my bag, a few years later, my doctoral proposal of using the neurofeedback as a recommendation system in the workplace, acknowledged by the Minister of Science and Education with the highest ranking in the country, outperforming over 450 submissions. I faced a lot of challenges along the way, but this recognition stands out as my most significant accomplishment to date still. Next question is, what would I tell to my younger self? I would tell to my younger self that it's okay to be scared. There's no need to pretend you're fearless just because it seems like everybody else is so brave. Just embrace your fears and keep walking. Aim for higher and don't be afraid to want more. I would tell her that, remember, even if you fall, you always know how to get up. Just trust your inner strength. And next question is, what inspirational advice would you give any of your peers working in the technology? For an inspirational advice, I would like to share a quote from an inspirational scientist, Marie Curie. She said that nothing in life is to be feared. It's only to be understood. And now it's time to understand more so that we may fear less. In tech industry, there's a new development coming in every day. So stay curious. You never know, the things you learn and understand today might bring you in the future. So aim to learn as much as possible and as widely and as deeply as possible today. And final questions about what excites me most about the role of tech in building a better future. I can say that there's not only one, but actually a couple of things that excite me most. Solving complex problems. Those problems can be health crisis, climate change, or global inequality. I believe that advances in medical technology, from telemedicine to AI-driven diagnostics and personalized medicine, have a huge potential to transform the healthcare. I also think technology plays a crucial role in monitoring the environmental changes, optimizing the resource use, and developing sustainable solutions. For the inequality, I think technology is already helping to break down the barriers for underrepresented groups by providing them the platforms for their voices to be heard and creating accessible solutions for people with disabilities. Thank you very much.